So welcome back to Blackwater Tech. Today I'm going to show you how to rig up some bungee on your standalone computer. In this case we're using I've got a couple of Petrel 2s here. This is one of my shop rental units, backup computer when diving CCR. And you can also rig up your primary handset in the same way. So whether you've got a Petrel 2 or a Petrel 3 on your JJ, it works the same way. Now the perdix come with the holes here, here and here. So they're very easy to set up. Now this trick I first saw from Andy Davis from the Philippines. Check out his website, he's written some fantastic articles, he's got lots of tips and tricks on stuff. An amazing guy. So a good idea is a good idea, but I'm always getting people asking me how to do it. So I thought I'd make this quick video. The first thing I'm going to do is I've got some bungee here. You probably want a maximum of 1 meter. So if you've got big arms and you're diving a dry suit, 1 meter will do it. In this case I've cut 90 centimeters of 4mm bungee. 5mm bungee works as well. It's just a little bit harder to feed through, but I've got the 4mm. I'm just burning the edges, the ends, so I can feed through. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up with a line cutter. So I dive my primary handset on my left hand side with a line cutter that I can pull out from this way, and my backup will have a line cutter that comes from this way. So if I just look here, there's my backup computer. I need to deploy, I can pull out like so. Now what some people have been doing is putting some bungee in, but just doing 1 loop and 1 loop. The problem is the 2 loops go together, and then when you pull out the line cutter, what happens is the whole computer shifts down your arm. So by doing this, it keeps it nice and tight and in position. As you can see, I've left some tails here. This is just in case I decide to go dry suit and need a little bit more length. And you can just undo the knot there, or you can just leave the tail and then you just feed it through. So if I wanted to lengthen this for my dry suit, I've got a dental pick here. I just lift that, go round like so, make it a bit bigger. If this is a bit too long, what I can do is I can just hook in there, lift up, shorten it as necessary. There you go, nice and tight. Even without the knots, it's not going to come undone. Alright, so let me show you how to do that. Alright, so I'm going to get the tails there. So I'm going to start on the inside, near where the battery compartment is. So you can see here, the battery compartment. I'll try and do it so it's the right way up for you. Okay, so I'm just going to push that through. I'm going to leave a tail, and then we're just going to loop. Okay, 1. I've got 3 wraps on that. You can actually get 4 wraps with the 4mm bungee. It's just a little bit tighter. You just slide it along. I always put it quite tight there, yeah. You could, if you really forced it, get a 4th one in there. I'm just going to leave it as 3. Okay, so now I want to orientate my line cutter. So this is going to be on my right wrist, like so. I want the line cutter to be this way, so it's like that. I'm going to put that through there. Okay. And then I'm going to start looping around this side. Now once you've got that first one on, what I'm going to do is just check the size. So this is the upper end of my forearm, so I wear my computer quite low down, so I put my hand like that. I'm just going to pull there. Just get it roughly. Hold my finger. Take that out. Okay. It's a little bit. Okay. Round we go again. One. Just going to check for size once more. Okay, so I don't want it too tight. Remember, I'm going to be diving a wetsuit. So that, okay, and I can always lengthen it. See, it's just digging in there. I can always lengthen it as I just showed you afterwards. That's why I leave the tail. Okay, so now this bit. Come across on the inside. Pass through the line cutter. Okay. This bit here is obviously normally a lot smaller. You might have to do a dive or two to get it exactly right. Something to play around with on deco. You see there, that's way too tight, particularly when I've got a 5mm suit on. That's a good start. Okay, so as I showed you before, I'll take back a couple of centimetres here, and if it is too loose on the first dive, you can always slide it up your arm. After the dive you can adjust it. Okay, this one's a little bit too tight as well, so I'll just back that off. Give it another try. Almost there. Okay, this bit you can cut a bit off if you want. I would just put a knot in there. This one's for a friend of mine, so, and you won't feel the knot or this loose stuff. So once he's got it right, I'd always advise maybe cutting it here like that. Okay. So very easy to take off after the dive as well, and the bungee's got enough give on it, so if you are wearing a dry suit you can stretch it around your dry glove ring if you've got dry gloves. And what I do with my primary, so for my JJ computer on my handset. As I take it off, I put my double ender in there, I slide off, and then I click to my left shoulder D-ring, and then you can also slide this, and I keep both of those together. Alright, that's it. Hope you found that useful. Drop me a comment or a like. If you've got any questions or need any help, or there's anything else you want to see on my channel, just let me know. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.